Okay, good morning class. At this point you guys have gotten your paper back. So we're just going to go through the paper quickly to indicate where you guys have gone wrong. If you had any problems, any queries with regards to the way we've marked, please let me know. It's a circle the question on the script in pencil. Okay, so you just circle the question in which you want to ask the question, and then I will, if you need the mark, I will award you the mark. Okay, otherwise I'll explain to you why the mark was not awarded. Okay, so the paper that we're looking at is the grade 8 control test 2, the system 3 of the 2022 St. Susie Girls High School paper. Okay. So the paper was for 2 hours, no calculator to be used. Okay. So here we go. The first question says solve for x. So here we can do it by inspection. X is equal to, this implies x is equal to 7, not so? The next one, 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. Alright. In 1.3, of course, I'm going to take negative 1 over. I'm going to transpose. So 4x is equal to negative 9 plus 1, which is negative 8. Divide by 4 both sides, so x is then equal to negative 2. You all okay with that? Any confusion? No? In 1.4, the first question in 1.4, 1.4 is negative 2 over 3x is equal to negative 4. There's one of two ways I can do it. I'm going to do both ways. I divide both sides by negative 2 over 3. So that going to cancel. So x is equal to negative 4. That means divide. So tumble and times multiplied by 3 over negative 2. There's naturally over 1. Negative times negative is positive. 4 when 2 goes into 2 once, 2 going 4 twice. 2 times 3 of course is 6. Otherwise, I could have said negative 2 over 3 is. Sorry? Slower down, okay? So I multiply this by its reciprocal, both sides, okay? So that cancels. So x is equal to negative divided by negative is positive. 2 going to 2 once, 2 going to 4 twice. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay. Any confusion here? No? The next question is 1.5. In 1.5 again, we're going to transpose that positive 4. So it's negative x is equal to negative 2 minus 4, which is negative 6. Divided by negative 1 both sides. So x is equal to. You all okay with that? Moving slow enough for you? Okay. 1.6. We got 5x minus 7 is equal to 7x minus 30. Again, x is one side, numbers the other side. So it's going to be 5x is minus 7x is equal to negative 13 plus 7. What is 5x minus 7x? Negative 2x. Negative 13 plus 7 is negative 6. Is that correct? Divide by negative 2 both sides. So x is equal to 3. Okay. It is 1.6. Let's look at 1.7. In 1.7, again x is one side, numbers other side. Take the 8 over. So 3x minus 5x is equal to negative 16 minus 8. Negative 16 minus 8 is negative 24 minus 2x. Divide by negative 2 both sides. Cancels. So x is equal to 12. Is that correct? Sorry? Yeah. Just stop me if I made a mistake. Okay? Where I make a mistake. In 1.8. Here we've got the case of brackets here. So we've got negative 3 into 2x plus 3 minus 4. So first we do get rid of the brackets, so it's going to give you negative 6x minus 9. Many of you wrote plus 9. Is equal to 4x minus 4. X is one side, numbers the other side. So it's negative 6x minus 4x is equal to negative 4 plus 9. Which gives you an answer of negative 10x is equal to 5. Divide by negative 10 both sides, that cancels. So x equal to negative, divided by positive is negative. 5 goes into 5 once, into 10 twice. So it's negative half. Okay. In 1.9, question 1.9, again we need to get rid of the brackets first. Okay, so it's going to give us 3x plus 6 minus 12x, sorry, minus 12 plus 4x. Again, many of you wrote negative 4x. Okay, remember when you multiply a negative into the bracket, you are multiplying by both terms inside, or all the terms inside the bracket. So x is one side, numbers the other side, so 3x plus 4x equals 22 minus 6 plus 12. Okay, so it's going to give you 7x equal to 22 minus 6 is 16 plus 12, 28. So what do I then do? Divide by 7 both sides. So x equal to 4. Alright, that brings us to the end of question 1. Question 2, we got our word problems here. In 2.1 we are told, let the number in each of the following equations be x. Write down the information in the form of equation, then solve the equation to determine the number. Okay, so the first case, in 2.1, the product of two numbers is 160. The one number is 8. So 8 multiplied by something is 2, is 160. Remember, if it talks about product, we must multiply. So it's going to be 8 multiplied by the number is equal to 160. How do we get x on this side? I divide by 8. So x is equal to 20. In the next question, in question 2.1, it says 5 times a number plus 3. 5 times a number, and what is the number? X. 5 times a number plus 3 is equal to 18. Find the number. Okay, so what we do, we take 3 over the equal sign. So it's 5x equal to 18 minus 3. What's 18 minus 3? 15. Divide by 5, so x is equal to 5. Okay. The next one. A father is 25 years older than his son. So for this one here, the present age, the son will be x. You always do the smaller one be x. And the father, whoops. Father will be 25 years older, so it's going to be x plus 20. Okay, in 6 years' time, or in 5 years' time, in 5 years' time, you got the son would be x plus 5, and the father will be x plus 25 plus 5, which is x plus 30. Okay, so in 5 years' time, he will be 2 times as old as his son, twice his son's age. So to set up that equation here with that information, we say the father is twice the age of the son. That's it, in 5 years' time. So the father currently is x plus 30, and sorry, in 5 years' time the father is x plus 30 and the son is x plus 5. Okay. So this is a matter of solving for x here. So x plus 30 equals 2x plus 10. x is one side, num is the other side, which gives me x minus 2x is equal to 10 minus 30, which is negative 10 is equal to negative 20, divided by negative 1, so x is equal to 20 years old. Okay, the question says how old is the son now? And the sun now is x, and x is 20. Not so. So we carry on here. In question 3, we're now moving on to our geometry, our favorite, no? Yes. Right. We spent a lot of time in geometry this term, no? A little bit sad when I saw some of you didn't score well in geometry. Okay, I know many of you scored well. But at least we got another term. Next term we're going to do a lot of geometry. Okay. Question 3.1, it says complete. A triangle with 3 equal sides is called an? It's called an equilateral triangle. People, when this question comes up, I don't want you to write the whole story out. You just write equilateral triangle in the space provided. Some of you wrote the whole story and the whole question paper almost into the space provided. That girl, you see how hard she studied for a maths test? And she's sleeping now in the maths period. Sit properly, my girl. You're going to fall asleep again. Right, the opposite angles of a rhombus are equal. Okay. A quadrilateral with one pair of opposite angles equal is a cut. Okay. Look at the next question. The next question says, a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel is a trapezium. Oops. Trapezium. And an angle of 90 degrees is called a right angle. Okay. You all okay with that? Okay. An angle of 90 degrees could also be known as a complementary angle. We accepted perpendicular as well. Okay. No? All of that was given. Hi, boss.
Money mathematicians.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just recording.
I can continue, don't worry.
Pause it.
You can pause it, okay.
Okay, so we're back. So for question 3.2. Look at the diagram and identify the following pair of angles. Right. So number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2 is co-interior, of course. Number 5 and 7, as you can see, the F there is corresponding angles. And the 3 and 8. 3 and 8, as you can see, of course, is alternate. Okay. You all okay with that? The next question is question 4. 4.1. Let's move that a bit over. It says, calculate with the reason the value of the following angles indicated by the small letters. Calculate the size of x and y in 4.1. So firstly, x is going to be angles on a straight line. So I say x plus 40 equals 180. Y is a straight line. You take it over, so x is equal to 180 minus 40, which is 140 degrees. Okay? What do you know about y? Vertically opposite. So y is equal to 40 degrees. It is vertically opposite. Okay? Any confusion? No, let's move on to the next shape. The next diagram. 4.2. Calculate the size of x, y, and z. So of course, x is equal to 62 degrees y. Angles opposite equal sides, absolutely. Angles opposite equal sides. Okay, so this is 62 degrees. Angle y, we go with sum of triangles. Not so. So say y plus 62 plus 62 is equal to 180. Sum of triangles, and it's triangle. No letters given there. And if there was letters given, I didn't need to name the triangle anyway. Okay. So y is equal to 180 minus 124, which is 56, sorry. 56 degrees. Okay. I'm going to calculate z. And again with angles on a straight line. So 62 plus z equals 180 degrees. It's a straight line. So z is equal to 180 minus 62, which is 118 degrees. Okay. Okay, next. 4.3. Question 4.3. Calculate the size of x and y. So x, we can go with sum of triangles here, not some angles in a triangle. So we got 40 plus 90 plus x is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles, and it's triangle BED. Okay. So x is equal to 180 minus 90, which is 90, minus 40, which is 50 degrees. Okay. Now we calculate y. Alternate. Some of you said exterior angle equals 90 plus 40. That will only be the case if that line was extended. Then you could have said exterior angle of the triangle. Okay. But so that won't be the case there because that line is not extended. Okay, so alternate. Y is equal to 50 degrees. So alternate angles with A and B being parallel to C. Of course, if you leave this part of your reason out, you lose the reason mark. If you use corresponding, alternate, and co-interior, you must say which set of lines are parallel if letters are given. Okay. Then question 5.1. It says solve for x in a triangle below with reason. Okay, so the first one is a triangle. So what can we say here? X plus, we're going to go with sum of triangles here, no? X plus 4x plus 2x plus 40. All three angles adds up to 180. Why? The sum of triangles. So that is going to give us 6, 7x. So going to give us 7x is equal to 180 minus 40, which is 140. Divided by 7 both sides. So x works out to be 20 degrees. Okay. The next question, 5.2. Okay, now many of you lost one mark here. Alright? You guys, many have lost the fact that B was x. You used it in your calculation in pursuit of calculating x. You said 2x is equal to 68 exterior angle, which is correct. But B is not marked x on the diagram. Can you see that? So what do I have to do first? I say angle B. You must state it. Angle B is equal to xy. Angles opposite equal sides. Now you can use that x there. Now I say x plus x equals exterior angle is equal to the sum of your two interior opposites. Not so? And as you can see, that length BC is extended or produced to D there. Okay, so that is 68 degrees. Why? Exterior angle of triangle. Dot, dot, dot. And it's the exterior angle of triangle ABC. Okay. So x plus x of course is 2x is equal to 68. You can stop working. Nope, it's still running. So it's going to be 68 divided by 2. So x works out to be 34 degrees. Alright, people, any confusion here? Any confusion at this point? No. You all got full marks now for this. We have a full understanding now, in other words. It's not full marks. Full understanding. Like 5.3. In question 5.3, find the missing value of ML, which is this length here. ML. Yeah. Angle L. Give a reason to justify your statement. People, what type of shape is this? It's a rhombus. What makes this a rhombus? All sides are equal. Two pieces of opposite sides parallel, if the least of the two it can be, it's a parallelogram. Okay. Parallelogram. So this the question is for ML. ML is equal to JM, which is equal to 6 centimeters. Why? All sides equal. All sides equal in rhombus. Not so. You could have just said all sides equal. We should also get the mark. Yes?
Shouldn't you rather say both, because all sides are also equal in this school?
But the least it can be. The least it can be is a rhombus. Because why? If it is a square, there must be added information. Why? Because the vertex angle must also be 90 degrees. Okay, so the least it can be is a square. Okay? And then the angle L is equal to 78 degrees. Why? Two pairs of opposite angles equal in a rhombus. Or some of you use the fact that this is coincidence. So you said 108. What's wrong?
I got it wrong, sir.
But you wrote the right thing.
Yes.
No problem. What did I say? Circle the question in pencil. Okay. Or you can say 102 plus angle L is equal to 180, co-interior, with JM being parallel to pair. And then you get L to be 78 degrees there. Alright. The next one. Name the quadrilateral given and give a reason to support your answer. So what do we see here? We have one pair of parallel lines. So what type of shape is this? Trapezium. Why? One pair of opposite sides parallel. Basically, the trapezium present as one pair of opposite sides which are parallel. The next one, question 6. A, B, E, D is a quadrilateral with those lines being parallel. C is a point on BE such that those lines are parallel. AB is 6, BC is 2AB. So that's vital there, that BC is double AB. And what is AB? 6. So which makes BC 12. Not so. Then we are told that angle B is 2x minus 30. Angle ADC is x plus 20, and angle A is y. Angle E is z. Okay. Let's carry on. The question says, classify quadrilateral A, B, C, D. What type of quadrilateral is this? It's a parallelogram upon Y, because you got two pairs of opposite sides parallel. It's the least can be a parallelogram. You guys understand? Now some of you said two pairs of opposite angles are equal. Where do you see opposite angles that are equal here? There's no opposite angles equal at this point. Okay? So that is for 2 marks. See, calculate the value of x, y and z. So of course x opposite angles are equal. So we got 2x minus 30 is equal to x plus 20. Why? Because opposite angles equal in parallelogram. So you solve for x. So you got 2x minus x is equal to 20 plus 30, which is 50. X is 50. Okay. So if x is 50, then that is going to be 2 times 50, which is 100, minus 30, which is 70, or 50 plus 20 is 70. Why do I fill that in? Because I know there's other calculations that's going to take place in this diagram. Okay. Then we go and we say, okay, let's calculate y. Y is, I can go with the fact that those are co-equal. Not so? So I can say that 2x minus 30 plus y is equal to 180. Or I could have just said 70 plus y is equal to 180. Why? Because it is co-interior. What must I add? The parallel lines. AD is parallel to BE or BC. So y works out to be 180 minus 70, which is 110. Okay. Then some of you went and you calculated Z correct but got no marks. Okay? I think Z was 70. But many of you said that this is angles opposite equal sides and you made that also a Z. That is what we call a breakdown. You assumed that those lines were equal in there. There was an isosceles triangle there. It wasn't given, so you can't state that. Yes, Michael?
So like when you calculate y, and let's say your statement was wrong.
But your reason is right.
Yeah.
Then you lose the mark.
But
So you're using the statement incorrectly. I'm using the reason incorrectly. Okay. People, to get the statement mark, the reason mark, your statement must be correct. Okay. So, people, what do we have here? We can say that Z. We can go with co-interior angles here. Can you see that? Okay, or we could have gone with x. We could have said this angle is 110. Then exterior angle is equal to sum of two interior opposite. Okay, either way. But I'm going to go with the fact that it's co-interior there. So Z plus 40 degrees plus, I can either say 50 plus 20 or I can say 70 equals 180. Why? Because it is co-interior with AD being parallel to BE. So Z is equal to 180 minus 70 minus 40, which is 70 degrees. Okay? Or we could have gone with that is 70 and that is 70. Why? Corresponding angles. Can you see there's more than one way of solving the story? Corresponding, and then so it would be 70 and then sum of triangles, which have given you Z to be 70 again. Okay? People, that is 6.2. Bonus question. Okay, a dog has 8 puppies. The total mass of all the puppies is 2,520 grams. The largest puppy has a mass of 380 grams and the smallest puppy has a mass of 250 grams. The rest of the puppies all have the same mass. What is the mass of each of the other 6 puppies? Okay, so they have 8 puppies. So there's the largest one has a mass of 250. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the puppies has the same mass. Or I can just say 6 times x, or 6x. Okay? And the smallest puppy has a mass of 250 grams. And it adds up to 2,520 grams. Okay? So that is simply 6x is equal to 2,520 minus 250. That gives us 0, 4, 2, 2, carry 1, 7. Minus, out of 250 twice. The largest puppy has a mass of 380 grams. 380, say 0, can't. So it gives you 1. 17 minus 8 is 9. 21 minus 3 is 1. 11, 8. 189. Is that correct? And 1890 divided by 6, 1890 divided by 6, it gives you 320. Sorry? Wait, 1. That goes into 18 3 times. 6 goes into 9 once, carry 3, 5. 350 grams is the mass of each of the 6 puppies. To my surprise, many of you got this one right. No? There's a fairly simple bonus question. Okay. People, any other confusion or query about the questions that we have completed? It was a nice paper. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself with the paper. Okay. I was asked Mr. G to set your final exam. You like the way he sets the paper? Yes? Okay, now this is a good question. The question is with regards to populating the diagram. Are we allowed to do it in the answer book? The answer is yes. It is highly recommended for you to actually write or populate the diagram on your answer book. So when the examiner has your script, he will see your method of thinking as well. And you can see what you have worked out. Sometimes you get a mark on your diagram. Okay, so in future, that is why we give you an answer book. It's actually for you to write in it and to mark on the diagrams as well. Yes. Thanks for that question. Yes?
This is out of 4, but it's 5 ticks.
Yeah, with regards to question 4.3, the question is out of 4. On the question paper is out of 5. That we didn't change after the correction. So they're supposed to be 5, not 4. And that's why it's 5 marks. That's why you'll all see +1 for those of you who got it right. You'll get +1 because we gave you the other mark.
But if you don't put, 12, you have 13.
Did I write them all? So it's going to be 5. 5 is 13. And this 13. You want me to write 13 there also?
Yes.
Yes, I know. But I added up in the total. Right, well done. Anybody else? Okay, people? You can collect the files again and stop the video at this point.